Hi, and welcome to Blog Rope. Today, we'll be taking a look at 10 shocking facts about Jeffrey Epstein's life. Netflix recently launched its newest 4-part documentary, Jeffrey Epstein, Filthy Rich, and it has sent a shockwave all around the world. Based on the life of a convicted sex offender and multimillionaire financier, Jeffrey Epstein, this documentary took the #1 spot on Netflix. It is also in part based on a 2016 book of the same name written by the crime novelist James Patterson and co-written by Connolly and Tim Malloy. The documentary showcases Epstein's connections with powerful people and interviews of the survivors of his sexual assaults. What was the source of Epstein's wealth and how he lured underage girls into performing sexual acts with him are two of the major questions which shaped Epstein's life. The following are the 10 shocking facts about Epstein's life, which are enough to prove that sometimes reality is darker than the fiction. So let's begin. Number 1. Began career as a math teacher. Epstein was born in Brooklyn to Jewish parents. He began his career in New York City as a math teacher at the Dalton School. He was dismissed after 2 years for his poor performance, but Epstein made friends with Greenberg, who offered him a job at the investment bank Bear Stearns. There he started as a junior assistant and worked himself up to become an options trader. Later, he became a limited partner in the company, only to be asked to leave as he was found guilty of a Reg D violation. Number 2. Founded his own company. In the year 1982, Epstein founded his own firm, J. Epstein & Company. He was said to be specifically marketing his services to those with assets worth more than $1 billion. One of his clients was billionaire Leslie Wexner, chairman and CEO of L Brands, formerly The Limited Inc., and Victoria's Secret. Epstein operated his company out of the U.S. Virgin Islands for tax reasons. He was able to reduce federal income taxes by 90%. The U.S. Virgin Islands acted as an offshore tax haven, while at the same time offering the advantages of being part of the United States banking system. Number 3. Pled guilty to a felony charge in 2008. In the year of 2008, Jeffrey Epstein was sentenced to 18 months in prison. He pled guilty to a felony charge of solicitation of prostitution involving a minor. He was accused of garnering a large cult-like network of underage girls, the youngest being 14. He used to do this with the help of female recruiters. Those recruiters used to look out for homeless girls who were in need of money, and then they were coerced into having sex with Epstein as often as 3 times a day. And all this was done behind the walls of his waterfront Florida mansion. Number 4. Leniency in sentencing. Since Epstein was wealthy and had a powerful social circle, he was able to strike a plea deal for his punishment. Though most of the convicted sex offenders in Florida are sent to state prison, Epstein was instead housed in a private wing of the Palm Beach County Stockade. He was sentenced to 18 months in prison, but in fact served only 13. In addition to this, he was also granted work release, which allowed him to commute to an office outside the jail 6 days a week. He was allowed to come and go outside of specified release hours. Also, as part of a deal, he was required to register as a sex offender. Number 5. Maria Farmer filed a sworn affidavit in federal court. Maria Farmer, one of Epstein's victims, filed a sworn affidavit in federal court in New York. She alleged that she and her 15-year-old sister Annie had been sexually assaulted by Epstein and his girlfriend Ghislaine Maxwell in separate locations in 1996. Maria accused Epstein of sexually assaulting her at Leslie Wexner's Ohio mansion, where she was hired to work on an art project. Number 6. Arrested again after a decade of new sex trafficking charges. After almost a decade, Epstein was arrested on July 6, 2019 at Teterboro Airport in New Jersey on new sex trafficking charges. He was charged by federal prosecutors the following Monday. Per the indictment, over the course of many years, Jeffrey Epstein, the defendant, sexually exploited and abused dozens of minor girls at his homes in Manhattan, New York, and Palm Beach, Florida, among other locations. Number 7. His powerful and elite social circle. Epstein's powerful and elite social circle included politicians, celebrities, royals, socialites, and top-notch business figures. He was friends with Donald Trump, who called him a terrific guy and fun to be with. Besides Trump, there was Bill Clinton, Leslie Wexner, Alan Dershowitz, and Queen Elizabeth II's son, Prince Andrew. But as soon as Epstein got arrested, many of his friends distanced themselves from him, stating that they had no idea of him being a sex offender or a molester of underage girls. Number 8. Had a multi-million-dollar real estate portfolio. Jeffrey Epstein in total had a fortune of worth $577 million. He owned 6 luxurious properties around the world. These were a multi-million-dollar mansion in Manhattan, 2 private islands in the U.S. Virgin Islands, a home in Palm Beach, Florida, a ranch in New Mexico, and an apartment in Paris, France. It is being said that just 2 days before his death, Epstein signed a will to put his $577 million worth of assets into a trust fund. He did this in order to hide money from the many women who say he sexually abused them when they were teenagers. Number 9 was found dead in his cell. Epstein was found dead in his New York prison cell on August 10, 2019. He was awaiting trial on new sex trafficking charges in his cell. The New York Medical Examiner's Office ruled Epstein's death a suicide by hanging, but there are still speculations going on over his death as to how he could hang himself in his high-profile cell. Also, Epstein's brother Mark asked a forensic pathologist, Dr. Michael Baden, to observe the autopsy, and in his view, the unusual fractures he saw on Epstein's neck so far points more to murder than suicide. The FBI is investigating his death, given that Epstein could unravel some secrets of the rich and powerful people. Number 10. Ghislaine Maxwell gets arrested. After Epstein's death, Ghislaine Maxwell, girlfriend and longtime associate of Epstein, got arrested on July 2, 2020. She had been accused of being his madam and of being instrumental in setting up a network of victims and other employees who found them. The FBI arrested Maxwell on July 2 on charges related to the grooming of underage girls, who would be abused by Epstein. She had been in hiding for nearly a year. The latest news is that Maxwell has requested for bail citing COVID-19 reasons and has denied Jeffrey Epstein charges. Thank you for watching this video. If you are new here, please push the notification bell to get the latest updates, and don't forget to subscribe to receive all of our latest videos. And share this with your dear ones. For more information, please visit blogrope.com.